All right, and we are live. Good evening po sa inyong lahat mga kaguro. And of course, welcome back to Gurong Pinoy. This is day 7 of our final coaching. And of course, this is still part of our preparation for your LET March 2023. We only have very few days left. Now, today is already March 3rd. And of course, March 19th na po. So that means we only have 16 days left to prepare for your upcoming licensure exam for teachers. So again, hello, good evening po sa lahat ng members ng Team Bruner. It is a very wise choice if you have become a member of Team Bruner because, of course, we here in Gurong Pinoy, we are going to do our best and do everything that we can so that we can help you pass your licensure exam for teachers. Okay, so if you are still not a member, pwede pa rin po kayong humabol na meron po tayong sections A and B, our full membership. Pwede niyo pong balikan lahat ng ating full-length videos doon since October. Then, of course, you can download all the files that we have. You can join our final coaching, of course, until the day that you take the LET. Andyan pa rin po yung Gurong Pinoy na nakaalalay sa inyo pong lahat. And of course, you also have our final coaching and classified files alone na group. No? So just send a message po sa ating Facebook page if you'd still want to join our Team Bruner. This is LET March 2023. If you will be taking the civil service examination naman on March 26th, meron din po tayong civil service na exclusive group. So again, mag-send lang po na message sa ating Facebook page. Bukas po yung ating CSE will be taking their mock test. A mock test na po both for prof level and also for sub-prof level. Okay? So again, just send a message sa ating po Facebook page so that we can help you pass either your LET or it might also be your civil service examination. Okay. Now again, as added inspiration, we are giving away 100,000 pesos to our top notcher, no, sa ating March 2023. If you make it, and of course you are a part of Team Bruner, then you'll get to enjoy 100,000 pesos. That's in cash, all from Gurong Pinoy. Okay, so again, send a message to our Facebook page. Habol po kayo magpa-member sa Team Bruner. Okay, we also have Team Skinner. This is our newest group, Let September, para po sa September 2023. If hindi po kayo nakahabol no, sa filing for March, there might be a reason for that. And that reason might be for you to become a member of Team Skinner. Okay, we still have our 300 slots promotion, which is only 2,000 pesos for the first 300 members, of course. That's Gen Ed, Prof Ed, and Majorship na po. For our Majorship, meron tayong English, there's Filipino, there's Math, there's Social Science. We also have MAPE, General Science, and of course, we have TLE and AFA. So again, just send a message through our Facebook page. All right, now, as I have mentioned, this is day 7 of our final coaching. Hello din sa lahat ng members ng Team Piaget. Good evening po. Katulad ni Ma'am Maureen, Temario, good evening, Coach. I miss your voice. Naka-timing din sa live na may load. Team Piaget here. LPT na po. Salamat po na marami. And of course, congratulations sa ating mga Team Piaget babies na ngayon ay na-enjoy na. Nakapag-oath taking na po sila. So kayo na po, Team Bruner, ang next nating magiging LPTs. Okay, so again, tonight is final coaching day 7. Our focus is general education. Please do not forget to like, love, and of course, share our video. Very important that you are sharing our video so that we can reach out to more people. And of course, we are going to start with our discussion right after our opening prayer. So samahan niyo po ako sa ating opening prayer, mga kaguro. Dear Lord, I come to you to ask for your guidance and direction in this study session. I ask that the Holy Spirit fill me with strength, creativity, and understanding to get through my studies without difficulty or sin. Help me hold my focus and attention. Help me to retain all that I learned. Please make my mind sharp and keep distractions at bay. If any part of my studying is weak or lacking in some way, let it be revealed so that I may correct it. Thank you for this opportunity to learn. Amen. All right, again, final coaching, day 7, like, love, and share na po. Share na ang ating video so that we can reach out to more people. And of course, make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel, Mag-Movie Marathon sa ating YouTube channel. Ganun din po sa ating Facebook page, no? Paki-follow po or paki-like ng ating Facebook page so that you can easily be informed whenever we go live, no? Every afternoon din, meron po tayong re-live, 20 items, that's for free. Dire-diretso po yan sa ating Facebook page and also sa ating YouTube channel. But of course, sa ating naman pong final coaching, exclusive po yung full-length video sa lahat ng members ng Team Bruner. Okay, so again, magpa-member na po kayo sa Team Bruner. All right, let us all start with question number 1 for final coaching 7. Okay, number 1, he is considered as the father of modern media in education. Would it be letter A, Jean Piaget, letter B, Robert Gagne, letter C, B.F. Skinner, or letter D, Edgar Dale? Who is your choice for question 1? Number 1, tumpak agad, or number 1, ligwak ka agad? We will find out. Okay, number 1, what's your choice, or who is your choice? Hello, hello sa lahat ng mga kaguro natin, iba't ibang dako ng Pilipinas at iba't ibang dako ng mundo. No? Good evening, Ma'am Jovelyn Torrejas from Cebu. Kamusta ka mo diha sa Cebu? Good evening from Taguig City. Facebook user. Maupay nga gabi from Ma'am Eileen Almenario. Good evening po from Zamboanga, Sibugay. Ma'am Joan or Ma'am Joan Kagbabanwa. Okay. Malapit na, kinakabahan na daw sila. Okay lang po yan. Wag pong magpauna sa kaba. No? Conquer your let and conquer your fear. From Mansalay or Mansalay, Oriental Mindoro, Ma'am Jade Flor Aromin. Good evening po. Okay, I see letter D is for question number 1. Tumpak kaya ang letter D for number 1. We are looking for the father of modern media in education. And the correct choice here is letter D. That's Edgar Dale. Okay, Edgar Dale ang ating pong tumpak na choice. Now, you remember Edgar Dale's cone of experience. Okay, so sabi niya, we have to involve as much or as many senses as possible para mas maging meaningful ang learning experience ng ating estudyante. Kasi sabi dito, if you are just reading, that means you're only using your sense of sight, you can only remember 10% of what you read. No? So if you're only listening, you're only using your sense of hearing, that's only 20% that you can remember. What you see, that's 30% of viewing images, watching videos, 50% of what you see and hear, and then 70% of what you say and write, and of course 90% of what you say and what you do. So you have to give your students the realest thing as possible. Okay, so the realest experience as much as possible. A simulation, designing, performing a presentation, kumbaga performance task dapat. Okay, so authentic experience should be given to your students so that learning becomes more meaningful, learning becomes more permanent. Okay, so they are able to remember whatever it is that they have done. Kung hands-on no yung ginagawa ng ating estudyante, mas kanilang naaalala yung kanilang learning experience. Okay, so that's Edgar Dale's cone of experience. There's so many questions sa ating pong Prof. Ed with regard to Dale's cone of experience, especially the percentages. No? So usually, the LET would ask you how many percent or which activities would give you the most percentage or the highest percentage according to Edgar Dale's cone of experience. Another common question with regard to Edgar Dale's cone of experience is when you go down or when you go up the triangle, what happens? Okay, so as you go down the triangle, the experiences become more authentic, more real. Okay, when you go up, it becomes more abstract. All right, so again, that to be letter D for question number 1. Letter D po ang ating tumpak na choice. And what about the rest of your choices? Okay, so Piaget, of course, we know him to be the proponent of our cognitive development theory. There, he has given us the 4 different stages on sensory motor, pre-operational, concrete operational, and formal operational. When you say sensory motor, the child here is using his senses and he's also trying to develop his motor skills. Okay, so this is primarily the reason kung bakit meron tayong mga mobile no sa crib ng ating mga Junakis ay meron po mga nakasabit na iba-iba yung mga kulay, iba-iba yung mga shape, may mga tunog, okay? Because we have to engage as many senses of our kid as possible. And of course, the kid here is also trying to develop the motor, motor coordination niya, motor skills niya, trying to develop. Now, at the last column here, you can see object permanence. When you say object permanence po, this is the time when the child already knows na kahit na hindi niya nakikita yung nanay niya, the nanay exists. And kahit natakpan mo yung bola ng kumot, yung bola ay nasa ilalim pa rin, no? Nasa ilalim pa rin ng kumot. So that's object permanence. Because prior to this, bago po magkaroon ng object permanence yung bata, meron tayong tinatawag na out of sight, out of mind, no? So kapag hindi niya nakikita, hindi niya naaalala. Parang ikaw, no? Pag hindi ka nakikita ng boyfriend mo, ng jowa mo, hindi ka naaalala ang sakit. Okay? So that's out of sight, out of mind. But once the child has already developed object permanence, alam na niya na kahit na tinakpan mo yung bola, andyan lang yung bola sa ilalim ng kumot. Okay? That's the first stage, no? So infancy period ito until 2 years old. Pre-operational naman, there's symbolic thinking. Mapanakit si ma'am, sabi ni Sir Luigi, okay? Symbolic thinking, when you say symbolic thinking naman, the child's imagination is very wild, no? So the child here thinks everything around him is living, okay? So kahit yung electric fan, kapag nabangga niya, for example, yung door or your fan or whatever na nasa paligid niya, kinakausap niya or sinusuntok din niya, hinahampas din niya para lamang makagante, no? Parang ikaw gusto mong makagante kasi bitter ka pa. Okay, so that's symbolic thinking. The imagination is very wild, okay? Very wild. Language, of course, is used, and very important is egocentrism. Very selfish yung bata. Okay, so akala ng bata kung ano yung iniisip niya, kung ano yung nararamdaman niya, nararamdaman din ng lahat ng tao na nasa paligid niya, no? Or iniisip din ng lahat ng tao sa paligid niya. So again, imagination, the experience grows, and the child learns eventually to decenter, because during pre-operational stage, we still have what we call centration, na yung bata nakafocus lamang sa isang aspeto ng isang bagay. So nung nilipat mo yung laman ng baso sa thinner, narrower glass, sasabihin ng bata na nadagdagan yung amount ng water, no? Although hindi naman, kasi centered lang yung bata sa height ng baso. Okay, so that's centration. Now we go to the next stage, concrete operational. So dito meron ng logic na na-apply ng bata, but this type of logic is concrete, no? So that means kailangan kapag ka nagtuturo ka sa bata from 7 to 11 years old, you are using the real things, no? Concrete things lamang during addition, for example. Kaya merong mga drawing sa libro po ng bata kasi kailangan nilang nagka-count pa using concrete, no? Or at least merong pictures, no? So hindi pa abstract yung thinking ng bata. Okay? And then, of course, there is conservation. Alam ng bata na hindi na, kumbaga, wala ng centration yung bata. No? Alam na niya na kahit na nilipat mo yung amount of water sa narrower, taller glass, ay ganun pa rin yung amount, no? Na-conserve yung amount ng tubig. There's numbers, po pwede na siyang mag-addition as added to addition, po pwede na din siyang mag-subtraction. And of course, there's classification. Naka-classify na niya, nagugrupo-grupo na niya yung mga toys niya according to shapes, according to colors. Meron na rin siyang seriation na nakakapag-form siya ng series. So from shortest to longest, from thinnest to thickest. So parte po yan ng concrete operational, but still using concrete objects. Now, when you go to formal operational, this is abstract thinking na. So hypothetical ideas, ethics, politics, ito na yung dinidil ng bata na. So from 12 years old to adulthood, dapat we can already use our logic, and of course, basic, meron ka na dapat common sense. No? Although although sometimes we say common sense is not really common. Okay, so dapat abstract na yung thinking na bata during your formal operational stage. All right, so again, these are the different stages according to the cognitive development theory by Jean Piaget. Now we go to Gagne's 9 events of learning. Ito naman yung kay Gagne. No? Sabi ni Gagne, the child should be ready for the child to learn. Dapat ready siya muna para siya po ay matuto. So unang-unang gagawin mo is to get the attention of the child. Kaya meron tayong motivation na may pasayaw-sayaw muna si teacher, may pa-exercise muna si teacher. Ngayon na uso, may pa-TikTok muna si teacher, pa-ting-ting-ting muna si teacher bago mag-start ng klase. Now, you have to get the attention of the child first. And of course, you have to follow the different stages here. And these are all part of the 9 events of learning, or 9 events or 9 sequence of learning according to Robert Gagne. No? So you inform them of the objective, you recall, no? Try to stimulate them to recall, to review, then you present the new lesson, the new topic, you give them guided work, then of course you give them independent work, and you give them feedback. Okay, so you tell them, this is a part where you got it wrong. Ito yung part na mali ka, kaya mali yung sagot mo dahil naging careless ka. No? So give them feedback. Then of course there's assessment, and you have to enhance the retention and transfer. So kumbaga the last stage is already application of what they have learned. Okay, so this is Robert Gagne's 9 events of instruction or 9 events of learning. Then of course, very common si Skinner, no? B.F. Skinner, operant conditioning theory, as opposed naman sa classical conditioning theory ni Pavlov. No? So operant conditioning theory here says rewards are introduced to increase behavior, and punishment is introduced to decrease a behavior. So the use of reward, punishment, palagi ko po itong inuulit-ulit, no? Reward, punishment, feedback, your reinforcement, and computer-aided instructions are all part of B.F. Skinner's work. Okay, that's operant conditioning. But then again, we were looking for Edgar Dale. Now, so number 1, letter D is tumpak. We move on with, yes, letter D po, Ma'am Mary Rose Pereira. Nakalimutan na yung sagot na. So letter D po tayo, Edgar Dale. We move on with question number 2. Which Katipunan member commuted from Cavite to Manila to buy materials used to make ammunitions? Would it be letter A, Teresa Magbanwa, letter B, Agueda Esteban, letter C, Teodora Alonso, or letter D, Trinidad Texon? Okay, so these are all powerful women during the Katipunan, no? So, ma-encounter niyo po sila sa inyong licensure exam for teachers. And of course, girl power, no? It is the Women's Month celebration in March. Okay, it's also my birth month. So, kaway-kaway sa lahat ng mga babae. Go girls! Girl power tayo. And of course, hello din sa mga taga Cavite and taga Manila. Good evening po sa inyong lahat. Letter B. I see letter B is sa ating question number 2. Tumpak kaya ang letter B? Okay, question number 2, I see letter B, and letter B is tumpak. No? That's Agueda Esteban. Okay, so here, si Agueda ang nagsilbing tagapagpadala o courier ng mga revolusyonaryo na nagpupusit ng mga kagamitang kinakailangan sa paggawa ng pulbura, bala at magasin ng baril gaya ng copper, sulfur at lead. Itinataya niya ang kanyang buhay sa pagbiyahe ng mga ito mula Maynila hanggang sa mapanganib na bulubunduking kalupaan ng Cavite. Okay, so letter B is tumpak. Now, what about the rest of the women choices that we have here? Okay, Magbanwa is known as the Visayan Joan of Arc, no, from Pototan, Iloilo, of course, and she eventually transferred to Sara, no, Sara Iloilo, no, that's Teresa Magbanwa. Alonso naman, of course, letter C, Teodora Alonso, is the mommy of Rizal, and Texon, Trinidad Texon, paborito din ng Let. She was known as the mother of Biak na Bato, the mother of Mercy, and of course, the mother of the Philippine National Red Cross. Okay, so ang ating pong tumpak na choice is letter B. What if the question is the mother of the Philippine Girl Scouts? Sino naman yung inyong magiging choice o magiging sagot? Okay, if the question is Girl Scouts, sino naman po yung nagtatag ng Girl Scouts of the Philippines? Thank you, Ma'am Jade Flor Aromin. Advance happy birthday, sabi ni Ma'am, ayon, sabi ni Sir Luigi at ni Facebook user Escoda. Okay, so Cephalianis Escoda naman for ating GSP, no? So may mga camping na ngayon. Napasalamat tayo at medyo nakakabalik na sa normal or new normal yung ating lives. All right? So number 2, letter B is tumpak. We go to number 3. He is considered to be the father of computing because of his contributions to the basic design of computer. Would this be letter A, John Napier, letter B, William Oughtred, letter C, Blaise Pascal, or letter D, Charles Babbage? Okay, who is your choice? Number 3. Good evening po sa mga humahabol, mga newbies natin. Welcome, diretso sa kusina. Good evening po, good evening. And of course, thank you for watching. And kung hindi ka pa po member ng Team Brunner, magpa-member na po para makita ninyo lahat ng files natin, classified files, lahat ng mga ating pong videos since October, no? Andyan po sa Team Brunner. From Calbayog, Western Samar, Sir George Caber. Good evening po. Okay, number 3, ICDs, and that, of course, is tumpak. Okay, letter D, number 3, father of computing, that's Charles Babbage. Okay, so Babbage is credited with inventing the first mechanical computer, which we call the difference engine. Okay, the difference engine, si Daddy Charles, sabi ni Sir Kent. That eventually led to more complex electronic designs. Okay, so basic na form ng computer, that was Charles Babbage, the difference engine, no, yung tawag niya sa kanyang mechanical computer. All right, now what about the rest of your choices? John Napier was a Scottish scholar who is best known for his invention of logarithms. Okay, so log natin sa math, ginagamit natin ito. Engineering, ginagamit ito, no? William Oughtred naman, your choice B, was an English mathematician who is best known for his invention of an early form of the slide rule. Yung ruler na merong nasa slide na parte, no? That slide rule that was credited to William Oughtred. He also invented many new symbols, including X for multiplication and that symbol, itong dalawang colon for proportion. Okay, so yan po ang contributions ni William Oughtred sa math. Now, Blaise Pascal and Pierre de Fermat naman laid the foundation for probability. And Pascaline, also called arithmetic machine, was the first calculator or adding machine to be produced in any quantity and actually used. Okay, so kung ang question po ay first computer, your answer will be Charles Babbage. If the question naman is first calculator, your answer will be Blaise Pascal. Okay, and then of course among others, marami siyang naiambag sa siyensya, no? Sa physics, meron tayong tinatawag na Pascal, which is the measurement for pressure. Okay, may Pascal's law din sa physics. Okay, so that's the same person, a mathematician and physicist. Okay, so letter D for number 3. We go to question number 4, your favorite, math. Two buses leave the same station at 8 p.m. One bus travels north at the rate of 30 kph, and the other travels east at 40 kph. How many kilometers apart are the buses at 10 p.m.? Would it be letter A, 140 kilometers, letter B, 100 kilometers, letter C, 70 kilometers, or letter D, 50 kilometers? What's your choice? Andito na ata ito sa ating listahan ng mga for the memorize na lang na medyo allergic sa math, no? So, parte na ito ng ating classified files. Kapag medyo allergic sa math, meron po tayong mga files na binibigay na for the memorize na lang, yung mga alam natin na palaging nandyan sa let. Okay, I see D's and B's. B kaya or D kaya ang ating tumpak na choice? DB for question number 4. Okay, so here, meron kong dalawang bus. yung isang bus ay nag-travel pa north, no? Pa norte at a rate of 30 kilometers per hour. Yung isa naman pa east at a rate of 40 kph. And they started at 8 p.m. Ngayon, hinahanap mo yung numero ng or number of kilometers that they are apart at 10 p.m. Okay? So if you are going to represent this, no? So you have one bus going north at 30 kph at isa naman going east at 40 kph. But as you can see, we have to measure the distance from 8 o'clock until 10 p.m. No? Sa 2 oras po yung difference. So that means yung panorte mo, it would have already traveled 60 kilometers na kasi 30 kilometers per hour siya. Ngayon po 2 oras yung ating mini-measure. No? So 60 kilometers na yung pa-north, yung inyo namang pa-east would be 80 kilometers total na, no, in 2 hours. Now, as you can see, the distance that we are trying to measure here is actually the hypotenuse of your right triangle. Okay, so that means we will be using your Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so a squared plus b squared, the sides of your right triangle would be equal to c squared, no? So the squares of the sides of your right triangle would be equal to the square of its hypotenuse. And c squared po, yung c yung ating hinahanap. Okay, so 60 squared. Bakit 60? Again, that's 30 times 2 dahil 2 oras na po yung biyahe niya, no? So that's 60 squared plus 80 squared, that's 40 times 2 equals c squared. Okay, so c squared is actually equal to 3,600. Nanggaling yung 3,600 mo sa 60 times 60 plus 80 times 80 would be 6,400. Then you'll have to add this 2, that's equal to 10,000. Then of course we need to get the square root of 10,000. Okay, so to get the value of c, we need to get the square root of 10,000, and that of course would give you letter B, 100 kilometers ang tumpak. Okay, so 100 kilometers po ang tumpak na choice for question number 4. Okay, so number 4, 100 kilometers is tumpak. Kapag kaligwakers naman, okay lang po. Especially if you are a member of Team Bruner, we can easily download the file later. And of course, babalik-balikan niyo po yung ating video, no? So don't waste your time. Movie marathon every day, at least 3 videos of Gurong Pinoy daily. Okay, we go to question number 4. Which of Jose Rizal's siblings was the classmate of his greatest love, Leonor Rivera? Would it be letter A, Soledad, letter B, Saturnina, letter C, Maria, or letter D, Lucia? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay, who is your choice for number 5? Sino ang naging kaklase ni Leonor Rivera na siya namang true love ni Doc Jose Rizal, no? So, Dr. Jose Rizal's true love, Leonor Rivera. Na of course, medyo pinagbawal na pag-ibig or bawal na pag-ibig dahil sila po ay cousins, no? Sila po ay magpinsan. So, sino dito sa mga sisters niya, yung classmate or kaklase ni Leonor Rivera? All right, I see a lot of letter A's. Of course, you know that Rizal is already part of your competencies sa ating po new TOS. And of course, here sa Gurong Pinoy, we are preparing for your licensure exam for teachers by including all targeted na items, no? So, based on your competencies, yan po yung binibigay nating item dito, hindi yung mga lumang items, but of course, all items that we know you would see in your actual licensure exam for teachers. Okay, I see a lot of letter A's. And ang tumpak na choice here is letter A. Okay, so letter A po ang tumpak na choice. So here, if you can see, no, the different names of Rizal's siblings. No? So si Rizal, they have a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 siblings. No? So 11 sila. Si Rizal po ay pang-7. No? So 2 lamang po silang lalaki. Yung unang-una was Saturnina. So si Saturnina po yung eldest, and she got married to Manuel Timoteo Hidalgo of Tanawan, Batangas. Good evening po sa mga taga Batangas. Si Pasiano Rizal naman, that's the second and the only brother of Jose Rizal. He studied at San Jose College in Manila and he became a farmer. Eventually, he also became a general General of the Philippine Revolution. The third one, it was Narcisa, the third child, married Antonio Lopez at Morong Rizal. She was a teacher and musician. Then you have Olympia Rizal, the fourth child, no? She married Silvestre Obaldo, and she died in 1887 from childbirth. Okay, so nung nanganak si Olympia, namatay po siya. Lucia Rizal, the fifth child, married Matriano Herbosa. Then the sixth child was Maria Rizal. The sixth child married Daniel Faustino Cruz of Binyan, Laguna. And of course, the seventh child was Jose Rizal. He was executed, of course, now on December 30th, 1896. Now, the eighth child was Concepcion Rizal. She died at the age of 3. So ito pong picture na to, hindi po ito kay Concepcion, ito po ay kay Josefa Rizal. No? The ninth child was Josefa Rizal, and siya po ay epileptic, and she died as spinster. Kumbaga, matandang dalaga, no? Hindi siya nakapag-asawa. The 10th was Trinidad Rizal, died as spinster too, and the last of the family to die. Okay, so she was the last of the family to die. Soledad Rizal, yung ating pong hinahanap, choice A, was the youngest child, and she married Pantaleon Quintero. Okay, so as you can see, si Soledad po ang ating tumpak na choice. Okay, so naakit sa Saturnina na pangalan. No? Soledad kasi was the youngest, and the rest of your choices are older. Okay, so you are all older than Pepe. No? Saturnina, and then you have Maria and Lucia. They were all older. Okay, so the correct choice here is Soledad. Soledad. All right, we go to question number 6. 3 consecutive numbers have a sum of 117. What are the numbers? Letter A, 37, 38, 39. Letter B, 38, 39, 40. Letter C, 34, 35, 36. Or letter D, 40, 41, 42. What is our choice for question number 6? Okay, number 6, what is our choice? Again, to watch our full-length video, download all our files, look at all the classified files that we have. You have to become a member of Team Bruner. I am inviting all of you. Hindi po kayo magsisisi, no? Sulit na sulit po. Magpamiyembro sa Team Bruner, siguradong pasado. And of course, if you'll be taking naman the LET in September, we also have Team Skinner. Okay, so just send a message to our Facebook page if you have any questions that you'd want us to answer. Okay, 6 ICBs. No? So, unang-una sabi dito, consecutive numbers. When you say consecutive, magkakasunod-sunod. So, lahat naman sila magkakasunod, no? But your number should have a sum of 117. So, i-check mo muna, unang-una, sila ba ay may sum of 117? Ito, hindi siya 117, no? So, it's not going to give you 117, 114 lang. This one will give you 117. This one will give you 115. Then, of course, this one would give you 123. Sa makatuwid, yung ating pong tumpak na choice is letter B. Okay? So, tingnan nyo muna. Unang-una, meron bang mga choices that will give you 117? Dalawa ba yung choices na merong 117? O kung wala naman siyang, kumbaga, karibal, siya na yung ating tumpak na choice. But if you really want to have a nosebleed at gusto mo talaga makita kung paano ito i-solve, you can also take a look at our process here. No? So you have X, then your X here, of course, would stand for the first number. X plus 1 is your second number, and X plus 2 is the third number. Magkakasunod-sunod kasi sila. Okay, so X plus 1 plus X plus 2, no? Because you have 3 consecutive numbers, and their sum is 117. Now you combine like terms. You have X, X, X. So that's 3 X's plus 1 plus 2 is 3, okay, equals 117. Then you have to move your numbers without the x's or without variables. You need to move it at the other side, and of course, from addition, magiging subtraction siya. Now, from positive, it becomes negative. So 3x here becomes 117 minus 3. 117 minus 3 is 114. To get the value of 3, you need to divide both sides by, or to get the value of x, you need need to divide both sides by 3. X equals 114 divided by 3, and that would give you 38. And of course, 38 here, that's the first number. The next number, x plus 1, is simply 38 plus 1, so that would be 39. The next number is x plus 2. 38 plus 2 is 40. Okay, so letter B ang ating pong tumpak na choice. Okay, so the correct choice is letter B, of course, for number 6. We go to number 7. Who checked Jose Rizal's pulse before the execution? Would it be letter A, Taviel de Andrade, letter B, Camilo de Polavieja, letter C, Felipe Ruiz Castillo, or letter D, Manuel Gomez Escalante? Okay, sino po ang tumpak na choice for number 7? Sino yung nag-check ng pulso ng ating national hero bago siya patayin, no? So bago siya i-firing squad, kumbaga. All right, I see a lot of letter C's for number 7. You're saying Felipe Ruiz Castillo. And ang tumpak na choice natin dito is indeed letter C, Felipe Ruiz Castillo. Okay, so Dr. Felipe Ruiz Castillo took Rizal's vital sign and pulse rate before the execution. No, sabi pa niya ay talagang hindi takot mamatay si Jose Rizal kasi kampante siya, no, kalmado lamang siya. Mas mabilis pa yung heartbeat natin para sa let, no, kaysa sa heartbeat ni Dr. Jose Rizal nang siya po ay papatayin, no, i-execute. Okay? So, hindi above normal yung heart rate niya. No? So, kampante lamang siya, kalmado siya, meaning hindi siya kinakabahan na mamatay, no? Hindi siya takot mamatay. That's Dr. Felipe Ruiz Castillo. What about the rest of your choices? Now, there actually were two Taviel de Andrade. Yung una pong Taviel de Andrade was Jose Taviel de Andrade, and he was Rizal's bodyguard and custodian when he got back from the overseas, no, from going abroad. When he came back, it was Jose Taviel de Andrade who became his bodyguard and custodian. Si Luis Taviel de Andrade naman, yung kanyang trial lawyer nung siya po ay tinatry, no, dinidinig yung kanyang kaso bago siya i-execute. And Luis and Jose were actually brothers. Okay, so kapatid po sila. And then you have Camilo de Polavieja. We all know him to be the one who ordered the execution, the Governor General who ordered the execution of Rizal, and 24 others. And letter D naman, Manuel Gomez Escalante was the artillery commander. Okay, so kumbaga siya yung head ng mga nag-firing squad kay Rizal, no? So he actually approached Dr. Jose Rizal and gave him the final honors, the firing at close range with a pistol, the shot of grace, which ended his life. So there actually was a question in the let, ilang bala yung tumama kay Jose Rizal. Now, as you can remember sa ating pong life works and writings of Rizal, yung first line ng firing squad niya was actually, there were actually 8 soldiers, and those soldiers were actually Filipinos. So kaya nga sinasabi nila, napakasakit kasi yung pinaka-pumatay kay Rizal, yung mga balang tumama sa katawan ni Rizal were coming from Filipino soldiers. No, Pinoy po sila, and there were 8 of them. So first 8 muna yung bullets, but the total number of bullets na tumama kay Rizal were 9 bullets. No, pag lumabas po sa inyong licensure exam for teachers, hindi po 8 kundi 9. Okay, 9 total. Bakit? Because Manuel Gomez Escalante came near Jose Rizal nung siya ay nakahilata na, kumbaga, no, nung natumba na si Jose Rizal, nung he was already facing the sun, no, at exactly 7:03 in the morning, pinuntahan pa siya ni Manuel Gomez Escalante at siya ay ang tawag dito, siya ay shinat, no? Shinat siya at close range with a pistol. You call this the shot of grace. Okay, so the shot of grace. So in proper protocol as well, in fact, no, sabi dito, Rizal did not die a traitor's death by a firing squad, but by a tiro al gracia. Tiro al gracia, ito po yung tinatawag natin shot of grace. Siya po ay namatay hindi dahil sa mga bala, kumbaga, na ginamit sa pagpa-firing squad sa kanya bilang traidor, emperador ng bansa, but he died by the shot of grace na binigay ni Manuel Gomez Escalante. Okay, so the total number again of bullets were 9 bullets. Okay, so 9 bullets po. Okay, yung ating pong tamang choice dito. So if that's the question, 9 bullets. Actually, ayun, no? So sabi ni Ma'am Arlene Ene, nakakainis si Escalante pero kumbaga hindi na niya pinagdusa ng matagal, no? So hindi siya slow death, although 8 bullets na yon, but he gave him the shot of grace, no? So he shot him at close range. Okay, so that's letter D. Pero yung hinahanap natin dito was Dr. Felipe Ruiz Castillo. Okay, so letter C for question number 7. We go to question number 8. It is a traditional ancestral house built by the Maranao people of Lanao in Mindanao for the nobility. It is considered as a symbol of high social status. Would this be letter A, Pisyabet? Sana tama yung aking pronunciation. Letter B, Torogan. Letter C, Okir or Okil. Or letter D, Art Nouveau. Okay, what is our choice for number 8? Ayon, sabi ni Sir Aldrin Esmania Bantilan. Ano yung last words ni Rizal? Consummatum est, no? Consummatum est, natapos na. Okay, it has ended. It has been completed. Okay, and of course, if you are part of Team Brunner, marami na po tayong, I think meron na tayong 3 classified files. That's all about the life, works, and writings of Rizal. Okay, so kung hindi mo pa po yan nababasa, no, ano pa pong hinihintay, magbasa na po. Okay, ICBs. All right, so we are looking for the house, ancestral house built by the Maranao people of Lanao. Good evening po sa mga taga Lanao. For the nobility, symbol of high social status, the correct choice is letter B, Torogan, no? Tulugan. Tulugan or Torogan. Okay, so this right here is a replica of your Torogan. As you can see, no? So mataas siya na klase ng house. Okay, so it's a symbol of nobility. That means mayaman ka kapag meron ka nito. All right, now what about the rest of our choices? When you say Art Nouveau, this is just modern art. Okay, so hindi ko na siya in-include sa ating next slide. Again, Art Nouveau is modern art, no? Modern art po ito. The rest of your choices, A and C, ito po yung pisyabet, no? This is a traditional head cloth or pis of Tausugmen in Hulo. Good evening po sa mga taga Hulo, no? So, pisyabet yung tawag dito, no? That one. Although right now, medyo nabigyan na siya ng modern twist, hindi na lamang mga lalaki yung gumagamit at hindi na lamang siya ginagamit sa ulo, ginagamit na din siya as clothing, no? So, yung kanyang, kumbaga yung kanyang pattern, ginagamit na din sa clothing. Meron akong mga nakitang gamit siya ni Catriona Gray, ginagamit na din siya sa belt, ginagamit na din siya ng mga babae. And ito naman ang okir, no? Okir ay salitang Maranao para sa ukit na tinatawag ding ukil ng mga tausug. Tinutukoy nito ang makurba at malantik na mga disenyo sa paglilok ng kahoy na binabarnisan o pinipintahan sa sari-saring kulay. Nilikha din ang mga naturang disenyo sa tanso. Okay, so this one is ukir. Kumbaga, ukil. Ukit, siguro na ukit sa Tagalog. Alright, so these are all part of your visual arts. We have had a discussion on MAPE, no? So again, art appreciation is already part of your competencies. So again, magpa-member para po makita nyo lahat ng ating videos. All right? We go to question number 9. What is the missing terms in the series 5, 20, 80, blank, 1,280, blank, 20,480? Okay, what is your choice? Okay, what's your choice? Number 9. All right, number 9, ICDs. For the memorize na lang din, no? Kung medyo allergic tayo sa math, for the memorize na to. Okay, letter D for question number 9. And letter D is tumpak na. So, yung pattern actually dito is multiplied by 4, multiplied by 4, multiplied by 4. Okay, so 5 times 4 is 20, times 4 is 80, times 4 would be 320, times 4, and so on. Okay, so letter D ang tumpak na choice for question number 9. We go to question number 10. This is considered to be the first manual data processing device developed in China in the 12th century AD. Is this letter A, hieroglyphics, letter B, papyrus, letter C, printing press, or letter D, abacus? What is our choice? Okay, I see letter D is for question 10. Tumpaki letter D. So again, to enjoy the full-length video, become a member of Team Bruner, just send a message to our Facebook page. Okay, number 10. First, manual data processing device. Another hint here, it's China. The correct choice here is letter D, abacus. Okay, so kung inyo pong aalala yung itsura ng abacus, yung meron siyang beads. Okay, so minumove-move. Minsan kapag pumunta kayo sa ano nga tawag dyan, sa Binondo, meron pa rin kayong nakikita ng gumagamit ng abacus. Okay, so abacus po yung ating hinahanap. Of course, we all know the meaning of printing press. Nag-iimprinta siya ng mga libro natin. Hieroglyphics naman and papyrus, andyan po, these are all products of Egypt. No? So writing system invented in Egypt around 5,000 years ago was hieroglyphics. And papyrus naman was a writing material made from the papyrus plant. Okay, so kumbaga papel siya yung papyrus. No? Diyan din nanggaling yung term na paper from the term papyrus. All right, so letter D, abacus is tumpak. We go to number 11, sayaw, agaw, tainga ay mga halimbawa ng patlang. Letter A, tugma. Letter B, bugtong. Letter C, diptongo. Or letter D, idioma. Ayan, sabi ni Sir Jet Rider, project ko yan nung grade 4 ako, abacus. Okay? Nag-project ka yata, sir, sa HE, no? Sa HELE. All right, letter C for number 11. I see a lot of letter C's. And of course, letter C ang ating tumpak na choice. Okay, diptongo ay ang tunog na nabubuo sa pagsasama-sama ng alinman sa limang patinig, your A, E, I, O, U, at ng titik W, O, Y, or yung mga tinatawag nating malapatinig. Okay, so diptongo po ang ating hinahanap. No, tugma, of course, that's rhyme. Bugtong is your riddle, no? And of course, idioma, these are idioms. Okay, so letter C for 11. Number 12, the product of 18 and an integer is 18,000 or 1,836. Sorry. The integer is blank. Letter A, 836. Letter B, 102. Letter C, 324. Or letter D, 204. What's our choice? Question number 12. Okay, ano kaya ang tumpak na choice for number 12? Okay, number 12, ICBs, and that of course is right. Okay, so 18 times 102, no? If you multiply 18 times 102, of course, that will give you 18 or 1,836. Okay, so that's the right choice. Okay, so very simple lang naman ito, multiplication na naman. Okay, so 12B is tumpak. We go to number 13. What is the oldest religion in Asia? Ilang beses po itong lumabas sa let, no? Paulit-ulit. Is it letter A, Buddhism, letter B, Islam, letter C, Hinduism, or letter D, Christianity? Okay, ano po yung ating tumpak na choice? Number 13. What's our choice? 13. The oldest religion, is it letter C? I see a lot of letter C's for number 13. Oldest religion in Asia. The correct choice here is letter C. Tama po yung letter C. No? So, Hinduism is the world's oldest religion according to many scholars, with roots and customs dating back more than 4,000 years. Today, with about 900 million followers, Hinduism is the third largest religion behind Christianity and Islam. Roughly 95% of the world's Hindus live in India. Okay, so siguro another reason why there are so many Hindus, of course, is that napakalaki din naman yung population ng India. No? So second in Asia no, after China. All right, so letter C, Hinduism is tumpak. All right, Ma'am Faith Joy, basahin ko lamang po. Ma'am Faith Joy, nagpapasalamat lang, no? Ma'am Faith Joy Ragobrio, thank you, Gurong Pinoy. I'm now a licensed professional teacher. Congratulations po, Ma'am Faith. All right, we go to number 14. The third and last military governor of the Philippines was letter A, General Wesley Merritt. Letter B, General Elwell Otis. Letter C, General Arthur MacArthur. Or letter D, General Douglas MacArthur. Okay, what is our choice for number 14? Okay, number 14, what's your choice?